44 minutes to 4, an angel walked up to my door, opened the window to my soul, told me he think that I should know there's no slowing down. As the globe spins around, you gotta keep going, gotta keep going.
Ever going on a girls trip, like a girls date night, maybe a girls weekend away or something, but a 4 or 5 day girls trip outside of the country, away from my husband and my child, that simply just does not sound appetizing to me at all. Like, I'm good with a date night. Nobody takes as good care of me as my husband does. I am not comfortable with anyone the way I'm comfortable with my husband. And I want to be with my husband and child. I don't want to sleep in a bed that is not with him and with my kid. Like, I don't know.
Come get ready with me as I explain my point of view and what I disagree about this lady's point of view when it comes to sisterhood. I've found that in my journey of life, creating a balance is so important. A balance of work, life, love life, children, and not making any of those aspects become your identity. And the way to balance that is to include friendships outside of your bubble so that you are in tune with other things, and when you need support, they are there for you. So let's get into it.
Anyway, she said no. No. She said, we'll come to yours. I'm like, oh. Yeah, but I'm really trying to switch.
I put your picture on my mirror. Start to blush when somebody says your name. In my stomach there's a pain. See you walk in my direction, I go the other way. I start to stutter when I speak. Try to stand but my knees go weak. What's happening to me? In the dark, can you tell me what it means?
Tongue that rise against me gonna fall, and that's why I'm in contact with
Why
him.
you doing work in the dark? To my ears in silence, still guarding my heart. I ain't better now, I'm just finding love blind. Everything I prayed for is showing on the outside. They don't know the
Online came and said something along the lines of she wouldn't go on a girls trip because she's married, and to her she believes that because of this, and I will insert her video just for context because I don't want to misquote her, but the premise of the video was speaking along the lines of, I wouldn't want to go out for 5 days on a girls trip because to me it's actually miserable. My husband gives me everything and he is my everything, something along those lines. So this really rubbed me in the wrong way because I thought, this girl seems to be in idolatry of another human being. And if there's something that God has given us, it's the ability to live in times where women can have identities outside of their marriage. They can have communities outside of their marriage. I'm not saying be irresponsible, neglect your husband or your children, but there is a life outside of making this title become your identity. I think it's very sad because I've also been in that bubble of delusion where I put my all in another human being, and unfortunately they let me down. But when that came, around that time, I look at each and every phase where I've been blessed to have friends, purpose on this world, not just living there like a hawk, looking at my husband and waiting for him to fulfill me, all of me. That's impossible. There's a hierarchy in this house, and this hierarchy goes God first, husband, children, business, and somewhere in that mist, yes, my girls are in it too. So I don't know how you girls feel about that, but if you are in that phase where you have put all your all in somebody, says, I want you to do some soul work, I want you to soul search, ask God what is your full potential that you could be executing on this earth. Do not just sit there and think, I'm gonna put all my hopes, my dreams, my desires, my wishes into another human being. Love that person, and I'm happy that he's a good husband, but things change. People are humans. Even he, if he had it reversed, would say, hey, go and spend, some time with your girls so that I can focus on, building a home, working, grafting. So I'm so thankful that I'm not in that delusion, because I have been there for like 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. And let me tell you something, God is very jealous. He will allow you to be let down by that other person because you have put your all into that person rather than him and what he created you on this earth to do. I am going to pivot because I'm actually heading out to do some girl boss things. We are out here doing and fulfilling God's will on this green earth. So I'm going to take you guys along with me. I'm applying NARS simply because I think I need a bit more coverage. I've changed up my skincare routine, and yesterday I woke up with like layers and layers of dead, dry skin. So I feel as though it has to get worse to get better, because I've been through this before, and I'm going to stick with it and not chicken away. And because of that, I'm using foundation rather than a tinted moisturizer. Just need a little bit of coverage to hide what's really going on in terms of like the dead skin that was laying dormant. For my under eye, I am using Huda, and this is in the shade, where are you? Shade, which shade is it? Kunafa? I think that's it. I always thought that it was banana. Maybe that's what they call it there. It's like got a yellowy tinge to it, and I like this color. It's really good for black girls. Black girl, black girl, black girl. I usually get very oily around my T-zones. Just gonna go in with a bit of bronzer from Benefit, and that's in the shade Toasted, which is Hula Toasted, and we're just gonna give a little bit of definition. And I understand that there are girls with like low self-esteem issues, and so we definitely have to keep that girl in our prayers, because one thing I know is that the fall from idolatry is high, and I would never wish it on nobody. And so when I meet women who are in this idolization phase in their life, I really do seriously have empathy for them, because it's so humbling. It really is. Before anybody comes from me to say that, oh, I've not seen healthy marriages, I've been around healthy marriages. I know. I grew up with grandparents who made it till the day that they passed away, and my grandma had mums worked. They had friends outside of their marriage. Yes, they were wives, and yes, they were dedicated to their significant other, but if it came to having community, that was not shunned away. And I guess for that girl, I would really give her advice. Say she made a reference to girls going on the boat and shaking their booty, blah 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 blah. Obviously those are girls in a different phase, different mindset. You need you some good friends, even other friends that are married, even single ones, it doesn't matter, but people that have sense, people that are building lives that will come with respect. And going out with your friends on holiday doesn't mean that you have to go and get drunk in clubs and stuff like that. You can go to galleries, museums, restaurants, all of that nice classy stuff. You don't have to go to a strip joint to have fun. I refuse that. There's so much that God has given us to enjoy that doesn't reduce our character. Going to have my hair done. I think this is the vibe of the day. Let me show you what I'm wearing. chunky heel, and these are from Dune, and I'm wearing a sheer long skirt, and I just thought this combo would really work.
I don't wait on confirmation, I walk like it's already done. Favor been attached to my name since before I was born. I don't shrink to make room. Rooms rise when I come. Alignment ain't a moment, baby, it's where I'm from. I don't beg for access, I am the access. I don't chase a seat, I inherit the table. Nothing about me is pending or trying. I live in the prayer I used to pray for. I'm already hurt, chosen before I ever wrote